To the Sometimes Spouse podcast. And this week, I'm going to be talking to you about planning your Thanksgiving gobble, 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 gobble dinner. Tips to make your holiday easier. Sometimes I even crack myself up, guys. Planning Thanksgiving dinner, it can be very stressful, especially if this is your first holiday that you're hosting. If you've got a lot of friends or a lot of family coming over, it can be a lot of work. In order to make it more enjoyable for yourself, you might want to ask your guest and tell them the expectations in advance and prep a little bit before they get there so it's not crazy. So you can make it a stress-free, memorable occasion. Now, about 10 days out before Thanksgiving, that's today. Thanksgiving is totally next week, if you haven't realized it. It is not this Thursday, but next Thursday. So what you want to do today is write out your guest list. If you have friends or family that you want to invite, you need to invite them today to your Thanksgiving meal. You want to prepare your Thanksgiving meal so it's not stressful. So, like I said, 10 days before today, you want to send out that guest list. That means I better get mine out. If there are any friends or family members that you haven't contacted, today is the day. Do so now to give them plenty of time to plan on coming to your house for Thanksgiving in 10 days. If any of your guests are supposed to bring a special menu item, you'll want to tell them today. Yeah. So if you will be cooking the turkey, decide if it's going to be fresh or frozen or smoked. This year we're smoking our turkey. I think this is the first time ever. And make sure you have room in your refrigerator, oven, or smoker. If you have an oven and and it's not working very well, today's the day to go and purchase one. I had to buy a new oven last week because I realized Thanksgiving was a few weeks away because our oven was acting crazy. So if you need a new oven, get one today. You should plan on about a half a pound of turkey per person, or half a pound of ham per person. Or this year, it's really popular to do the prime rib for Thanksgiving. So you want about a half a pound per person, and make it a little bit more if you want plenty of leftovers. If you like making that turkey tetrazzini or that turkey Alfredo, or if you like ham and beans, you want to make a little bit extra so you'll have that for those Thanksgiving leftovers. Deciding on your final menu should be completed at least a week before Thanksgiving. Consider the number of people that you will have, and have a couple extra special dishes or treats especially for them. Now, the week of Thanksgiving, it's time to stock up on any necessary items from the grocery store. And if you're in Texas, sometimes you have to start getting those today and tomorrow because they run out of crazy stuff like pecans if you're having a pecan pie, or corn syrup, or something like that. So make sure and stock up on those necessary items from the grocery store. You can definitely make time in advance to go and pick it up. And in today's world, you can get delivery. You can also get curbside at H-E-B or Walmart. It is so much easier than fighting the holiday hustle and bustle. You want to make sure that you have certain items in advance just in case they run out. And most of the items you can freeze or keep in the refrigerator until Thanksgiving morning. Also, make sure you have supplies like cups, napkins, enough silverware for your guests, that sort of thing. You want to make sure that you have plenty so you don't run out on Thanksgiving Day, because most stores are closed on Thanksgiving Day. And a couple of days prior to Thanksgiving, you can prepare some of your items so you don't have to prepare them all on Thanksgiving Day. It'll save a lot of time on the big gobble gobble turkey day. That was my attempt at a gobble. Yeah, it sounded like one that was dying. Things like cranberry sauce or relish can be stored in the refrigerator for a few days. You might want to go ahead and cut up your onions or celery and other items and store them in plastic containers until Thanksgiving morning, unless you're like me and allergic to celery. Okay, I'm not allergic to celery. I just really don't like it. And I tell people I'm allergic to celery all the time, so they won't give it to me. Make sure you have everything on your shopping list for Thanksgiving at least 2 to 3 days prior to Thanksgiving morning. If you have children, involve them in the planning. My daughter this morning was going, "Mom, are you making macaroni and cheese?" I guess so. "Mom, I definitely want mashed potatoes." "Mom, this is what I want." So have your kids get involved. Ask them what their favorite Thanksgiving side dish is and make that for them, and it makes the kids feel special. You can organize games for your younger guests. They can assist with decorations, and they can even help out in the kitchen if you desire. My daughters have been helping out in the kitchen since they could walk. They love helping out with the holiday meals. If you've purchased a frozen turkey, make sure and thaw out the turkey. Take it out of the freezer and place it in the refrigerator 3 days before Thanksgiving. How many days? 3 days before Thanksgiving to give it plenty of time to thaw. You'll also need to get your linens out for tablecloths. You'll want to cut down as much of the amount of work as you can before Thanksgiving Day. And then on Thanksgiving morning, make sure you have thawed your turkey and put it in the oven so it can cook. Side dishes should be ready to cook in the oven. It would be a good idea to have desserts prepared the night before, so to save you some time and frustration on Thanksgiving Day. Any items that have been frozen should be taken out of the freezer the night before so that they could thaw and be ready to cook the next day. The reason I'm mentioning this is because I've done it. I've left stuff frozen. I've had that frozen turkey on Thanksgiving. I've had a frozen turducken that wasn't thawed all the way through on Christmas morning, and it wasn't ready to eat until 7 o'clock the next night. Yep, no turducken for us that Christmas until 7 o'clock at night. With some advice or some advanced planning and preparation, Thanksgiving can be a stress-free, almost, holiday, and you'll have plenty of time to enjoy your company, your friends and family, and make memories. Now remember, if you need any of those last minute cleaning or honeydews done around the house and you just can't seem to find the time to do it, you can always call Sometime Spouse and we will help you out around the house before your family arrives and friends arrive for the holidays. I'm Christy Ogle, and these were tips to plan your Thanksgiving and make your holiday easy and enjoyable. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Bye-bye.